Hey everyone, welcome back. Right, so to continue the boho theme, I thought we'd have a go at dangles. Now I've never done these either, so I've been having a look round and I have got various bits of wool, eyelash trim, lots of those. So I've actually cut lengths, which are all those. I've got a bit of lace, and then I've got some lengths of sari silk. Now I've also got what I want to put to hang them off. So I thought washers. I was sorting some washers out. A lady, and forgive me, I'm rubbish with names, can't remember the name, suggested washers for the magnetic closures. So I was having a look, and so I've raided the garage, raided the husband's jar, found some washers, found these things. I don't know what they are. I think they were probably door catches or something like that. And then I've also got some of these little, I think these are meant to hang on bags, that type of thing. But I thought, well, actually they could do for removable tassels for your journal. And then I've got these little fasteners. See, it's amazing the rubbish you collect over the years that you never use. So these are these little hook fasteners, so the bit slips in there. And I'm thinking, for a journal, you don't want it big and bulky, in my opinion. I wouldn't want it big and bulky. So perhaps these little ones, if I can get one out, would do the job. I mean, it is tiny. So maybe I'm thinking that one for the wall. That's how it's supposed to work. These bits are supposed to go through and fasten. I've never used them, so, but I want gold. So I thought maybe I might try one of each. So let's get rid of those. So I'm going to paint them gold. If anything's the wrong colour and you can paint it, paint it. Saves buying new stuff. Right, I've got Maya Gold, it's actually called, and the colour is gold. Now you can get these, they do need shaking. You can get these in so many different colours. My personal go-tos are champagne gold. See how it all sinks to the bottom, all the metallic bits. Champagne gold and this one. Champagne gold is a lot lighter, but I'm thinking for today, this is going to do the trick. Now, I normally have just enough that comes off the lid. It's messy, but I don't mind messy. Right, pokey thing to actually hold it still. And it dries really, really quickly. So I will need to paint the other side. Now I've never painted one of these, so I have no idea if this will work or not, but it's got to be worth a shot. Okay, that's that one. And then this side, or this one, should I say. Okay, that's that one. I'll flip them over in a minute and do the other side. Just leave that there. It's so warm in the shed. I'm drying a painting that you can't see behind me, and I'm having to keep the doors shut for all the wonderful little flies that come in. and I end up having to get tweezers and pick them out. Right, what are we going to do first? Okay, let's sort out some fabrics. Wool I think I'm going to keep as is. That lace is obviously, well, not obviously, but it is too wide for what I want. So I have some of the sari, well no, all of the sari silks I've got here have been too wide, so I'm afraid I've been and cut them up into much thinner bits. Now I know it's not straight, but I'm guessing that's the charm of this particular style of decoration. A bit worn around the edges, a bit decadent. Okay, that one I think I'll leave. So these ones I have actually been in and made them quite thin. So I've chopped bits off as compared to, that's the thickness that, well, my sari silk arrives in anyway, and that's, I think, going to be much too thick for these. Unless, of course, you only want to put 2 or 3 through, thread it through. Okay, now I did have these sorted, so let's see what we got. Now I've left them in the lengths until I decided how I wanted to do this, because I really don't know. So for a little one, I'm guessing that kind of length. All right, let's chop that. Seems a bit brutal, but it's like, Now, I have got other colours in here, but that actually seems to go okay. All right, I need one of these to dry. Let's just quickly give the other side a coat. So I'm figuring little inside journal, big outside journal, little wool one. The other 2 big ones are, I think I am going to use wool on this little one here. Is that on camera? Yeah. I just suddenly had visions of me doing all this and you can't see a thing. I think those will do it. Right, I will be right back once those are dried and we can sort out these little bits. Okay, these are dried off now. It's literally taken about 5 minutes. So if we go for this one, it really is a question of just, I think, I may be wrong, of just threading them through. I was having a play with this and I was thinking, well, there's got to be more to it than this. There may not be. I suppose this depends on how thick you actually want this tassel to be. I'm liking the different lengths. Oops. So I'm not pulling them all through to be dead even. How thick is that going to be? Maybe a different colour. Okay, so those are my shorter bits, longer bits. I did wonder about trying to arrange colours and then thought, you're going too far now, Zoe. I quite like that. Right, now, fastenings. I've seen it done with string, I've seen it done with wool, I've seen it done with more bits of, I've got an odd length here. So I'm thinking it would just wrap round and tie off. Actually, no, because in my infinite wisdom, I kept the wire out. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap this with wire and there's my pliers. And I have got, no, that's smells stupid. I found this and I thought, I've never, I bought a pack of 6 and I've still got 6 about 2 years ago and I have never found anywhere to put it. I love it to bits, but it's like, it's just not working. Right, I kept my tub of beads out and I'm thinking maybe just little ones if this one is going in a journal. Oh, I think it's time for a visit to the opticians. So if I can try and keep the bead at the front. I'm liking that, just a bit something different. And then I've also got a little heart-shaped, if I bring it up to the camera, come on focus, there we go. A little heart-shaped charm, which I'm just going to thread onto the wire. And I like that. And I just like the way that the wire makes an added something a bit different. Now I have an end piece here somewhere. So assuming that's the front, at the back, except I haven't left myself enough wire at the back. Can we pull it up? No, okay. So this one, ideally, you'd make them so it met in the middle. That's obviously not going to work very well because I haven't left enough wire. So I'm just going to twist the ends of the wire. Make it nice and tight. This is, I've got some little pliers somewhere. Oh, I can't find them. I haven't used them in ages. I made a cover with a beaded journal and I couldn't, and I haven't used them since. Right, I think I am going to, so this little one, I'm just going to bend the ends over and curl them up so it lies flat. And I'm going to trim this one down. Oh, there we go. Because the last thing you want is somebody to hurt themselves on something you've made. And I'm just going to somehow, because I've got a bead on the front, try and get that to lie flat. There we go. So I'm just squashing it in. Right, so that is my take on a little boho charm. So that's that one. I've got some of these more laundry pin things. And I'm hoping, because I haven't actually tried this. Ah, there we go. So a little dangle. Well, actually, it's quite a big dangle. But it's got a bit of detail on, which is what I like. So that's one. Right, let's do a wool one. So I've got the tiny little, perhaps a lot more unobtrusive than, oh, then my wool's all tangled. Okay. So I have bits of eyelash trim. I think because these are all in double lengths anyway, I'm just going to feed them through and then trim the end after. So one. I made a wall hanging, and these are the bits of wool that I've got left over from it. This is the fiddly bit, it's trying to poke everything through. So I found by pinching at the bottom, it gives me a reasonable handhold. Oops, sorry. I love this bit of wool. What is it? I know it was on sale, that was the only reason I bought it. It doesn't actually say. Snuggle. So I am going to feed, well, try and feed through 4 bits. It's like mini pom-poms on string. Oh, I'm thinking that might actually be enough. Or do we put through? Let's try a bit of the chunky one. Hey, that works. Right, so we've got, although I think I might try and manipulate, that's a posh word, move this stuff so the chunky stuff is underneath. Blimey. Maybe not. I wanted to put some of the other colours. It's a bit too big in comparison to the others, I think. For me. Oh, everybody's different. Do you know, that is so tactile. Love it. Now then, what do we tie this off with? I'm going to go for wire again. Only this time I'm going to leave myself enough. So let's actually cut a length. So let's leave me enough at the back. And then just wind it round. So that's the back piece. Let's come down See if we can actually make a feature of it. I think I might have been better off with thicker wire, but hey ho. I've seen some where they use, it looks like an end cap with beads just to sort of sit over the top, and then they have wire and beads coming up. I haven't got any of those, I'm afraid. I've got lots of other stuff. So for me, this is a question of, right, come on, I need to start using up some of this stuff. And it has been a voyage of discovery to the back of the cupboard and beyond. Okay. So now we've got it on securely, I can start doing it by hand. Now, I am thinking, I did have another little heart out. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder, shall we put... Oh, that's an odd shaped bead. Okay, so whatever spilled out is what's gone in. No, that doesn't stand out enough, does it? Come on, what we got? How about big and bold and beautiful? I'm wondering, actually, I might leave. So I'm just wrapping the wire. So I've gone through the bead and then I'm wrapping it around the back of the bead. Oh no, that looks like a pimple. Forget beads. Plan A. I don't have any to hand of the tiny little ones. Unless they're all, I bet they're all in the bottom of there somewhere. Oh well, that'll do. And then back round again, just to make sure that's held in place. And then twist. Not too much because it snaps. And then I am going to trim the ends. And I think I'm going to do the same again. I'm wondering actually if they could have been an added decoration at the front. Or maybe not. And I think because I haven't got beads on, I can squash that down. So there we have. So I'm just going to go and cut where I got them joined. I think that's it. I was actually quite apprehensive about making these. I suppose you always are the first time you try something, but it's like, ooh. So there we have. I love the feel of that one. Okay. Big bits of fabric. This one, I'm guessing would go on the outside, wouldn't it? So let's go for, I wonder how many you can put through at once. No. Okay. I can't. Blimey, I can't even get one through. So, one. Are we going to go over the top with this one? I think, don't you hate that? Your phone, a message goes off. And because you ignore it, it keeps going. How dare you ignore me? It's like, yeah, and? Okay, that needs brightening up. That's a little bit dull. Let's go back again. Yep, I quite like that shorter piece. Try a bit of this one. Now I did have, let's put a bit of wool in there, only I know I don't want that on the top. So I'm hoping by moving that to one side, I can get some of the, I think really this is all about texture, isn't it? Okay. I'm thinking, ooh, I forgot to put this in the last one. Okay. I meant to put this in the wool one. Never mind. Let's add it in here. That actually looks really good. Helps break up the solid bits of fabric. Oh yeah. Okay. I can live with that. Now let's go for something a bit different. Now this is colourful. Okay, let's see how this works. Leave myself enough to tie it off with. Does that look about level? I think so. Now I'm only gonna, I think, put this round twice. So I'm gonna push it down a bit because it seems to be moving that bit underneath. Come on. Oops. Let's see if we can get that tight. Oh, I like that. Do a double knot as a just in case. I was going to trim those off, but I think I'm going to leave those on. Now I wanted something to hang. Ooh, what do you think? That could hang on there, couldn't it? Okay, we have a bit of chain. Do you know, I should have done that first, shouldn't I? Let's see if we can retrofit it. So, really old chain. As you can see, it has discoloured, which is perfect for what I want for that. And a box of, these are called split rings, sorry. You know, what you find on your necklaces and what have you. So, one through there, and then you just twist them to the side rather than pulling them back and forward. And then hopefully you can just twist it back and it goes to the right place. Come on, turn around. I wonder actually if I can just hang it off. Do you know, I'm just going to hang that off the end. So, pliers, cut the chain, another split ring, back and forward, through. Okay, this one I think may have to go a bit wider. I'm trying to do it so you can see what I'm doing and be able to see myself. Oh yeah. And that actually hangs quite nicely down the side. Although I think I might go over him in gold. Now he's on, he's a bit lost. Let's move this all out of the way. He's a bit lost on there. So I'm going to go over him in gold, but for the purposes of... Oh, come on, let's do it. And then you can see what it's like. Clean paintbrush. Oh, blimey, that's not very nice. See if it works. I keep a pot of cheap and cheerful paintbrushes. Right, let's... I've got too much in the middle, so let's just rub some off. I want it highlights rather than a solid colour, which is what I've ended up with. And I do apologise for my door alarm continually going off. There we go. This is acrylic paint. That's what I meant to say. It's a metallic acrylic. Let's have a look and see if he stands out a bit better now. Oh, escapee bead. Yay. Oh, he looks like he's in a nest. Well, there you go. Very quick, very easy. And for me, using up bits of wool and fabric, I don't tend to use these colours very often. Not anymore, anyway. 3 different, very different designs, I think, as in that one I love, but I don't know whatever I'd do with it. But on the back of a journal, perhaps. If I put it that way, you can see the different lengths. I love the feel of that one, and I think that one would go in a journal because it's quite squishy and flat. And the little one with the bead, I think would also go nicely in a journal. But that's my own personal opinion. Right, I hope it's given you some ideas. You take care now, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.